Hello, this is a video in which you are going to learn how to convert between grams and moles of substance and from moles of substance to grams of substance. And the key for this work is that you're going to look at your periodic table. From your periodic table, you can find the molar mass of an element, or you can calculate the molar mass of a compound. And remember that molar mass is defined as the mass of 1 mole. So that would be the mass that you calculate is equal to 1 mole. You can use this equivalence to go between grams and moles in calculations. So here's an example. You're going to convert from moles to grams. Here's the question. Calculate the mass of copper in 4.5 moles of copper. Well, recall that 1 mole of copper is equal to the molar mass of copper, and you're going to use that equivalence in order to solve this problem. So you're going to start out with what you know, which is 4.5 moles of copper, and you then are going to apply that equivalence. Notice that you put 1 mole of copper in the denominator because you want that 1 mole of copper to cancel the moles of copper that you were given. You do the math and you will come up with a number like 28597. That's what your calculator will read, but you can only report 3 significant digits because of that 3 significant figures are in your problem that you were given. So you would round that to 286 grams of copper. So the answer is 286 grams of copper are in 4.5 moles of copper. Let's take a look at another example. You may be asked to calculate the mass of sodium chloride in 1.7 moles of sodium chloride, NaCl. Now, NaCl is a compound. You're going to have to look at the periodic table and calculate the molar mass of NaCl. When you do that, you're going to start with what was given in the problem, which was 1.7 moles of NaCl, and you calculated the molar mass of NaCl, which is the sum of Na, which is like 23 grams per mole, and the chlorine, which is like 35 grams per mole, and you come up with 58.45 grams per mole. That is the molar mass of sodium chloride. Again, you put the 1 mole in the bottom because you want that mole of NaCl to cancel the numerator mole of NaCl that you were given in your problem. You do the work and the calculator reads 99.348 grams, but you cannot report all of those digits because you started out with only 2 sig figs. And so you would report 99 grams of NaCl. Here's a problem where you are going from grams to moles. The question asks, calculate the number of moles in 3.75 grams of water. So you're going to start with what you know, which is 3.75 grams of water. You're going to apply that equivalence, and you know the equivalence, 1 mole is equal to the molar mass of water. So you got to look on your periodic table and say, okay, water has a molar mass of 18.01 grams. Notice that grams are in the denominator here, and the reason why grams are in the denominator is because you want the grams of water here to cancel, so you have to have grams of water here, and that's going to cancel the grams of water. You do this work on your calculator, and your calculator is going to read 0.2082176. But again, you can only report 3 significant digits, so you would round that number to 0.208 moles of water. All right, it's your turn. I'd like for you guys to try these 3 example problems. I would like for you to show your work as clearly as I had shown you in the previous slides. Remember to put your units down and report the correct number of significant digits. I would recommend that you hit pause and work these problems out in your notebook where you're keeping your notes. And when you are done and you've finished, you'll want to resume this video because the next slide will show the answers. All right, welcome back. Here is the answers for the 3 problems that I've asked for you to try. Did you get the answers correct? If not, I want you to go back. Often, students make mistakes on calculating the molar mass, so make sure that you've calculated the molar mass of the compound correctly. And hopefully you're writing and showing your work as clearly as what's presented in this slide. So there you go. This was a learning video on how to convert from grams to moles. And the key for knowing how to get between grams and moles is that you're going to use the molar mass of the substance that you're been given in your problem. That molar mass you can find from the periodic table because the molar mass of the substance, 1 mole, is equal to the mass that is written on the periodic table. I hope this helps, and thanks for listening.